data set in AI governance. Everything that you need to be covering, every subtopic that you need to be covering, every question that you need to be asking in relationship to AI governance, and all the potential answers you need to be looking for, the actions that you need to be working at in your organization. On top of that, we have all the job roles, the functions in that data set that need to be governing AI and are working on AI governance in their daily work life. So without further ado, let's make myself a little bit smaller, and I will go down this corner here. There I am. So I can show you what's in this data set. So this is the full data set. If I build that from scratch, you get to see how the thing builds, and that will be, have a look, this command, that one. This is how the whole thing builds. There's a lot of data in there in AI governance. It takes a few seconds to build, but there it comes. See the whole data set popping up and all the information that's in there. But we were after the 7 most important questions to ask for AI governance. That's what we wanted to see. So let's go in here to the commands and explain a little bit of what you're looking at first. All right, AI governance. When I open up the AI governance topic, what we'll get to see is these are all the subtopics that you need to be taken care of in your organization. All the topics that you need to be aware of and need to cover. All right, let's drag out a few. Data innovation, risk systems, governance principles, policy guidelines, AI governance models, consumer protection, ethics in AI. Let's go this way. Protection policy, regulatory compliance assessment, responsible use, risk practices, risk assessment, etc., etc. All these areas, and there's close to 100 in this data set, are the areas that you need to be covering, thinking about ethics guidelines. But what do we actually do here? So these are all the subtopics, the blue balls, the blue greenish balls. Now, when I open that up, what do I get to see here? I get to see a bit of an explanation. The regulatory compliance assessments are used to ensure that AI systems comply with applicable governmental regulations and standards. Now, what do I have here? Other things I have here are the job roles, the job functions that take care of this. If I click on this, I get to see the question that's related to this. And that's the blue ball. The blue ball is the question that you need to ask of your risk assessor, privacy analyst, compliance officer in relation to regulatory compliance assessment in relation to AI governance. And the question is, do you conduct risk assessments associated with data governance requirements at least once a year? Now, the actions that you're looking for now, those are the green balls here. Know the total cost of your governance, have appropriate governance and data policies documented, have a governance policy address data privacy and data security risk and business intelligence and how is it organized, have data governance in the cloud provider. Do you have to be involved in data governance when the data governance program is changed there, or can it be changed there? Now what we see here is other balls popping up, and this is what I'm doing to explain to you what you're looking at here. So this is the major topic, AI governance. One of the subtopics that you need to address is regulatory compliance and assessment. Of this subtopic, there's a question. And the question is, do you conduct risk assessments associated with data governance requirements at least once a year? And this is the team of people that you have to address this question to. Now, there's other questions that I can address this person to. So if I double click on compliance officer, I get all the questions and all the actions that the compliance officer need to undertake. So this data set also has a different way of looking at the information, which is get the job role, get the function, and then from there, fill out the questions and the actions that that person needs to take care of. I'm going to click it away because it's too much, overwhelming information. All right, so we have a bit of a description. We have the main area, part of AI governance. We have the blue area, which is the question, and we have the green areas, which are the areas that we can address. We have also yellow balls here, and a yellow ball is related to, see, it comes from this one, from the question. And if I only want to see questions that are related to data, I'll double click on this one. I won't do that now because I'm pretty sure that the data question will have a lot of questions around it. What the heck, let's do it anyway. Let's see what happens. There you go, all the data questions that are related to AI governance in the data set and how they're related to each other. Now then, this is why I didn't want to click it. Now I gotta sort of get to this little yellow ball and unclick it. And there. And oh, there we are. Unclick it. There we go. Done. Right. Other balls we have here are one more. Same. Documented is the word here. Governance and data. These are words that are related to the actions to take. So if I want to see more actions related to governance, I'll open this one up and we'll get more there. Won't do that again now. So there you have it, clear. That's what all the data what you're looking at actually means and how it's all related. The main topic, the subtopics that we need to be covering in our organization, and an explanation here. Each subtopic has a question addressed to it. Let me do that here so I can walk you through it here and open up another one. Governance principles. Let's do data innovation, just for the fun of it. Data innovation. Data innovation in the context of AI governance involves creating new standards, procedures, and processes at both the organizational and industry level to ensure responsible use of artificial intelligence related to the AI architect, data scientist, and data ethicist. And I did that without stumbling or fumbling. Ethicist. All right, data innovation. Let's have a look what question or questions. There's questions beneath this one. Most of them have some more questions than just one and more activities than just one. So the questions here are, does the project adhere to the data governance policy? How can data strategies better support innovation outcomes? Do you have a robust data governance which can encourage innovation and reduce risks? Double click on it, we see the actions, and I won't read them out loud because we'll be going to the 7 most important ones soon. So these are all the actions. So that's how things sort of interconnect and belong to each other. Now, let's have a look at all the questions that are in there quickly. As I've told you, there's many questions in there, and we only want to focus on the top 7 one, but I want to show you what's in here. I want to zoom in and pan over them so you can have a look at what kind of information is in there. And again, each of these questions, I'll just go to the outside so you can have a look at what's going on in. How many data stewards are needed to support the enterprise? That's a question, and it's related to data governance. In the context of AI governance, involves establishing protocols and procedures for overseeing the collection, use, and movement of AI-related data. Way more questions related to this one. Clicking it away, otherwise my screen gets overwhelmed. And I'm running this on one of the latest Macs, but it gets messy quick because it's a lot to do here. So that's where you see all the questions that are in there, all the activities that are in there related to this one. So there's a lot of questions, but we only want to focus on the top 7 questions. Now, before we do that, I'm going to show you one more thing, and that is actually the questions, all the activities that need to be done. So we have, with every question, we have a number of select the best ideas that you can be doing, and those are the green balls. So these are all the best ideas that you can be managing and taking care of in your organization in relation to the question at hand. So if I click on this, we'll probably get the question opening up that's related to this one. There we go. Question related to this one is, what will it take to scale up data governance solution related to ecosystem? So a lot of activities there as well. Now let's see if I can pull up the one for the job roles, because that one's in here as well. Question, best idea, responsibility, job roles. There we go. So these are all the job roles that we have in here that are related to AI governance. AI architect, AI engineer, AI ethnographer, data ethicist, chief privacy officer, AI model auditor, data architect, security architect. Do you have all these roles assigned in your organization? That's what you really need to ask yourself. You have all these roles and job functions, or someone that takes care of that area. And if you do, if you have a governance officer, for instance, then ask that governance officer who is responsible for ethical data use in the enterprise, how to make the spreadsheet or inventory information available to authorized data users, who's responsible for ensuring that your organization and user data is effectively protected and secure, who's the person chiefly responsible for data management and data governance. See, that's how there's another way of looking at it. Just look at the job roles and take it from there. But now, without further ado, let's go to the main event, which is we only want to see the 7 best, highest rated questions. Here we go. Why are these the 7 highest rated questions? As you've seen before, there's a lot of blue balls in this data set, which are all the questions that are in it. And there's about 500 to 1,000 in there. But they're all rated, they're all ranked in relationship to each other. So what we get is we take the first question, then we rank that question. It's basically like transformer AI machine learning. You rank that question in relationship to all the other questions, and then you pick the next question, rank that question in relationship to all the other questions. Once you keep doing that, the most important questions bubble up to the top. And that's why you have these 7 questions. Let's start with the first one. Has your organization implemented the data governance program beyond basic classification? So data classification in the context of AI governance. So obviously this is related to data classification. Probably possible. See, data classification, more questions for data classification. Data classification in the context of AI governance is the process of determining which data sets should be monitored, assessed, and regulated for safety and compliance. So which ones should you actually be taking care of? Right, roles here, data security officer, data quality manager, and we see here 2202. That's actually the priority number of the question. It's related. It's based on Moscow score. Look it up. Must have, should have, would have. It's related to that scoring. So this is the highest scoring of all the questions. 2202 or all 7 have the highest scoring, and we'll see what the other scores are as well. Have data governance in the cloud provider responsible for monitoring and evaluating of the human AI collaboration at work. Conduct independent audits for reviewing the efficiency and effectiveness of implemented. Provide governance and management of your data governance strategy and have it balanced between enabling business growth and innovation and cover everything. Okay, number one, important question to ask. Has your organization implemented the data governance program beyond basic classification? So go deeper. So not just your basic classification. Next one. Is there an appropriate risk management in relation to health data governance framework, to the health data? So if you're dealing with health data, AI ethics officer, data governance officer. Data governance in the context of AI governance involves establishing protocols and procedures for overseeing the collection, use, and movement of AI-related data. We're obviously talking a lot about HIPAA here, which is big to take care of all that. So you could have a look at that definitely. Have a governance policy address data quality improvement principles and learning frameworks, HIPAA. Build trust into business models, integrating into the quality of data governance. Have established policies, procedures, goals, and/or objectives in relation to this, and use AI to your organization's approach to AI and big data governance. Now, that's pretty self-explanatory. So, is there appropriate risk management in relation to the health data governance framework? And you see here as well, that was 2202, this is 2209, so it's a pretty big topic as well, and it's in priority. What data governance is required by the partners with whom your organization shares data? So vendors, third-party vendors, the whole supply chain, everything that's related to each other, what data governance is required there? Well, AI governance is the process of creating and managing ethical guidelines, policies, and regulations related to artificial intelligence systems. That's what we're doing here. And we're focusing on data governance. We need the data scientist, the ethics officer, and the product manager to do the following: review or plan to review business partners, consider data management and governance in the data and information governance and control standards, communicate the messages consumers, suppliers, and business partners get and receive, share information from risk management to make contract-related decisions with key industry partners. Take care of that. Are they doing that? All right, that's question number 3. We've got 4 to go. Does your organization focus on data governance to manage the quality and consistency of data? What do we have here? We have the AI ethics officer, data governance officer, and data steward taking care of this. See, the AI ethics officer and data governance officer, they've already got other areas that they need to focus on here. See, if I zoom out, they're all connected here. Drag this one out. And we get to see this is related to, oh, I unclicked it. Let's click it in. This is related to data governance here, that ball. And these are directions I need to take. Sort through hundreds of applications and focus. Focus on data governance to manage the quality and consistency of data. So make sure you got all your applications under control. Agree with the issues and challenges identified for each focus. Create work plans. Identify key talent roles, and use all of existing and collected data to better have a focus on that data. So focus on data governance to manage the quality and consistency of data. Well, this is all about AI governance, so that's front of mind to definitely be doing that. All right, 3 more to go. Let's be mindful of the time here. We're at 15 minutes. What are your biggest data governance and management challenges in support of the transformation of your business and operational models? Here we go. Compliance officer, data officer, and we have a data steward hidden down here. Data governance models are the set of policies, procedures, and controls used to ensure an AI system is managed ethically and responsibly. So we're looking at data governance models here. Suggest any other way of funding to have increased governance. Have a sufficient overview of the readiness of your business, how your business currently connects to the cloud, and is it ready for digital transformation? What other areas do you have? With two. Build trust and transparency into your AI platforms and applications for data governance. So those are the activities that we need to undertake here. We got 2 more. I'll pull them out down below so we have a clean screen. These two we still got to do. Has your organization implemented IT governance over the RPA to ensure data security and system integrity? All right, there you go. And it's related to RPA stands for robotic process automation. It's a very nice word, basically meaning automation. Anything that you can automate, automate that. Robotic process automation. To me, it always seems like robotic and automation mean the same thing here. So just call it process automation or just automation in general, or that's basically straightforward. All right, has your organization implemented IT governance over the RPA to ensure data security and system integrity? So you can let automation run all the time. Fantastic, and you should do that to make it easier and less fault tolerant. But checks and balances, people, checks and balances. Make your digital platforms more secure and compliant through RPA. That's an activity that you can do because there's no manual steps in there anymore in automation. When you do your automation well and you do your checks and balances well surrounding that automation, they'll be less error prone. It'll be less error prone. Solve each particular challenge in non-RPA. So if there's areas that are not robotic process automated yet, just automate it. Have a look at them and see what you can automate there with AI, without AI or just automation, plain simple scripting. Rate the overall quality of the product. Does it meet or exceed a legal substantive fairness standards and procedures? Have they been identified and implemented? Encourage internal stakeholders and the supplier to consider sustainability as a key element of the contract as soon as it is being implemented. So sustainability in relationship to data security and system integrity. Last question. Which data governance tasks has your organization deployed for the protection of information assets in the file sharing and collaboration environment? Again, data. Here we go, the people again. Data controller, data steward, data protection officer, and it's related to data sharing. Data sharing and AI governance is the practice of allowing multiple parties to access and use data to develop and enhance AI technology. APIs, for instance, external data sources that you pull in. How do you take care of the data in there is still of the highest integrity, basically. So address integration challenges. Are you using data analytics capabilities? What must you do now to reduce manual tasks? Keep thinking about that. And we have here the data protection officer as a job role. Have capacity capability to perform complex retrofit tasks. Build safety in your organization, promoting open communication and or collaboration. You need a solution to manage assets, so see if you've got that. Experience feedback given this way is more quantitative than information. So there's a lot of data flowing in. How do you filter out what the relevant data in there is to make sure that you protect your information assets in file sharing and the collaborative environment? Make your data, that's one's related to that one. So now when I zoom out, there we go. We've managed to handle the 7 most important questions that we need to cover when we're dealing with AI governance. The 7 most important questions are the blue balls. We're covering the orange balls. It's orange. Data classification, data governance. Let's go here. Data classification, data governance, AI governance, data sharing. The main areas that we're covering at first to look at AI governance. Now, the job roles that we definitely need to be having here: data quality manager, data security officer, data scientist, ethics officer, product manager, data governance officer, AI ethics officer, data steward, data controller, data protection officer, data officer, compliance officer. And I like this one, AI ethics officer. Why? Because it's a job role that we see more and more in organizations. And when I pull that up, it's a busy role. There's a lot asked of that role. So even if you're looking at job roles in AI governance, see if you can apply or position yourself as an AI ethics officer. And then focus on all these questions in these areas that are here. All right. I can keep blabbering on, but I won't be doing that. For this, I'm closing it off for now. By the way, this data is all for purchase, for sale. You can have all this data. Go to the link below in the video. It's all there. The data is downloadable in CSV, comma limited format, so you can easily upload everything and all the linkages into whatever platform you use yourself and reuse it. It also comes with a PDF book of close to 300 pages that has it all neatly organized, so you can start from there. Go to the link below again, purchase your data set there, and get the book with it, and enjoy the data. And thank you for being here. I had a ball, I had a blast, I had a good time, and let's do this again tomorrow.